I know using magnets to attach antlers seems a bit far out there, but I think this is going to be a real game changer for some of you. Hey everybody, my name is Hunter here from Virginia. Let's get straight into it. Step one is to drill a hole in the base of the antler, and that's where we are going to attach that first magnet. Okay, just pause 1 second here. Whenever you are working with any type of bone material and you're creating dust, it is a good idea to wear a respirator. Bone dust is not good for your lungs, and although we're not really creating small dust with this, it's still a good idea. And of course, some safety glasses won't hurt either. Now your antler is going to look something about like that, and you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, that's looking pretty weird, but just hold on with me. There is an explanation. So it takes a lot of force to pull that magnet straight off of a surface, but it does not take a whole lot of force to tip that magnet off of the same surface. So that is why we are going to create an inset or collar into the skull, so that it'll give us a whole lot more strength as far as securing that antler onto the skull. To know how deep you need to drill your hole, simply attach both of your magnets, the one on the antler and then the one that will be inset into the skull. And then check to see, as you're drilling, how deep you go. And that is what you can use as your gauge. I will leave links to all of the magnets and the tools that I use to mount these antlers. Just remember, when you are ordering the neodymium magnets, to order the ones that are countersunk. That way it will account for the screw, and that screw will not interfere with the connection of the two magnets. Now, before we move on to the final step, this video is part of a series on how to attach antlers to skulls using different methods. Now, let's face it, attaching antlers to a skull, a replica skull, can be frustrating. It has its issues, trying to get things connected properly, the angles right, getting a secure connection, drilling into antlers. All these things have their issues, and my job is to provide you with some options and let you decide which is best, and along the way kind of tell you what I think works and what doesn't work. Using magnets might seem a bit far out there, but it does have its place. I actually did do a video already on using threaded rod to attach antlers. I'll link that in the description of this video, but even then I knew that there was definitely kind of easier, more secure ways to attach antlers. So I wanted to let you know that I have 2 more videos coming up on excuse me, 2 more videos coming up on how to attach antlers. So do subscribe so that you do see those, and then once those videos do come out, I will link those as well in the description of this video. Now, before we do the final step of attaching the antlers, let's do the opposite side real quick. last step is to simply attach the antlers and then position them to the correct spread. And now for the satisfying part. Once the antlers are attached, if you need to kind of shape up the pedicle of the replica skull to match the base of the antler, you can do that now, because they're generally not always going to fit exactly perfectly. Although this side is almost a near perfect fit. One of the pros of using magnets to attach antlers is, one, I mean, it is secure. It takes a lot of strength to pull that antler out. That's one. The second is that it's not permanent. So you can simply just unscrew the magnets from the antler and you've got a set of antlers again. So that is a great pro in my mind. Third pro is that if you ever have to do a mount for a client who's not in your immediate area and you have to ship a skull, you can simply take the antlers off, package them in a box, and send them. This alleviates the worry of altering the connection of your antlers to the skull, and it also makes shipping a whole lot easier and cheaper because you can package it down into a whole lot smaller box than you would normally. Now, for an example, I carved this wooden mount and used magnets for the antlers. Oh, yeah, it's a good connection. And then I can simply take these out, package it up if I need to send it to a customer, and it's a whole lot easier than trying to send a full skull. A con to using magnets is the cost. The larger magnets are going to cost, I believe these ones were like $12, $13 for the largest ones. And so, yeah, it's going to cost you a lot more than, say, a bolt or a screw. And then some final notes. Try and use the largest magnet possible for the size of your pedicles of the skull that you're screwing into. You can use a larger magnet on the antler, which helps create that collar, and then a smaller magnet on the inside to connect to. If you don't have as much depth into the skull, you can use a washer, just screw a washer down into the base of the skull, and a inset washer is going to be the key to making that work. And like I did on the wooden skull, I added in some washers in addition to the magnet. You can see I didn't need as big of a magnet for this one because the antlers aren't as big. But I added some washers to that to kind of make that collar longer, which again helps with that tipping versus pulling pressure action. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Hope this is helpful to you. Please do comment below. Any questions you have, any concerns you have. Remember, I have multiple more videos coming out for methods that don't involve magnets, but are great for attaching antlers to skulls. And if you got some value from today's video, please consider subscribing so that I can continue to make videos and help you all out, give you some more options. Thanks, guys. And the final message from my kids.
Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please
Oh, okay. And thankfully, I finished this video before the sun came up, because when the sun does come up, it gets all nasty trying to video with the sun in your face and in the camera.